Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Stellar Monarch 2 with me, Papa Mega and House Aurelius. So in the previous episode we have fought heavily over the Sokla cluster, and after a nuclear bombardment of the planet we killed the local overmind, and now the planet will fall to us, which will finalize the operation against the Hive in this sector. After that, I think we mentioned that we will move our attention to push against the slugs a bit, because this area around the Kutia, let's go with the Kutia cluster, will be our next goal, because it's the closest way to Terra for now, and we need to gain a little bit more territory in there. Other than that, we are doing pretty good on every single metric that I can think of. We just ended with the start of the audience, and we have research done. We finished the planetary infrastructure, but I think there's not anything that's needed from us. Yep, nothing right now. So we can just go to the audience and see what there is to see. So Star Knights are offering us help. Yes, we need them to keep the court intrigue in check. I think we're still losing power on the side of rebels. Wow, they're down to 689. That's the lowest power that they had since the beginning. Traveling Musician, he offers us his help for the next banquet. I'll hire him. Family, Grandpa's trick to save time. How is the young one doing? Well, I presume. So, want to hear a small trick to save a lot of your time? By adjusting certain laws just a bit, you can cut down on personal responsibility significantly. That sounds useful. I'll take that. That's not a bad idea. Injustice, bad event. Okay, compensate the unjustly punished. Shah monarchy wants a treaty of cultural exchange. I'll take that. Desperate request from House Yathar. What do they want? Our house ceremonial space yacht has crashed. We need to replace it immediately, or we will be ridiculed at the next official ceremony. Can the Imperium grant us some money? Fantastic idea. I think all minor houses should get a grant. Do you think the Imperial Treasury is for everyone to draw from? You're joking, right? Let's go with the fantastic idea. We'll draw all of the houses closer to us. Minor house actor seeks to change vassal contract to House Aurelius. Yes, welcome to the family. House Rishovia asks for a favor. We have a small but annoying issue with the imperial bureaucracy. They refused, yes, outright refused our house to build a toxic waste recycling plant on a distant planet. It's such a minor thing. Sure, I'm ordering the Chancellor to deal with it right now. I will take it on. This honorable deed of the nobles. There was a terrible accident. Ah, okay. So this one. They are both equally guilty. Armistar and Vidhard. And they gain a grudge against us. Okay, well, this is a way how to hurt their authority, but I don't really want to get more grudges at this point. So let's just compensate the victims and gain favors. We can afford it. So in this case, I'm gonna make a decision to be a little bit of a corrupt guy. The Great House Carton wishes their secrets to remain secret. So are we going to expose them? Yeah, sure. Let's expose them. And the spy. Yes, but double the bribe. Alright, I think we might actually have a little bit of an issue here with money. Nope, we don't. Alright, everything is okay. Everything is okay. 25.65. Everything is okay. So we might want to expand this ministry, because the relations with the... I think that the issue we had with Vic's collective was actually a bit of a warning to us. Yes, relations are increasing now. Plus 30, is that the base from the ministry? No, it's not, but okay, we're getting some 30%, I guess. How is that calculated? We need to get the VIX. Okay, it might actually be from the... Ah, no, it's from the diplomatic influence. Alright, I think it's from the diplomatic influence. Relationship base, level 3, 30%. And then we have a penalty from the bonus. Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. So can you please finish the siege of Sokra? Yeah, it's gonna happen very soon, and then we can move you to a different area. Alright, nothing much there. We finished squadron. Ah, yes, squadron command procedure. Alright, so this allows us to design our new squadron, because we do have the available tonnage now. So we wanted one of these destroyers to become a cruiser. We have two, Star Princess or the Augen Star. So let's compare them. Augen Star has 263 hit points. Get 293, so you're a bit more sturdy. You're way more sturdy, even your shields are better. Armor is the same, and you do more damage. They have 16 missiles, but you have 8 fighters and 3 heavy fighters. And you have level 2 command bridge and more scouts. Okay, Star Princess it is. We're gonna go with you, and you got 80 modernization points. So let's get you... Could we give you the missiles? Is there additional fighters? Detailing. There usually is... Ah, okay, we cannot. Because you don't have them. I can give you more fighters for 50. Is there anything for 30? There's not. Fighter command stations. Or improved structural integrity. And additional, no. Extra point defense. Stop traitors. Okay, you know what? Let's give you the fighter command station. And put you into the squadron. Wait, is it the Augen Star? No, it's the Star Princess. That's the one we want. Alright, let's see a battle simulation against the Cyber March. Oh yes, that... Yeah, the best they can do now is a stalemate. Great. Wait, was there any more modernizations that we could do? So Falcon can get additional thing. Economic construction, extra point defense. Armor piercing. Let's give you extra point defense. Combat recon. Where are you? Here. Improved structural integrity. Assault Hydra. Wait, 4K. Extra point defense. I kinda like those. That defense is pretty good. Guardian. What can you get? You get tractor beam scanners. I guess extra point defense for all of you makes a lot of sense. Guardian, we made that one. Star Princess we just discussed with, and Emperor's Fist. Alright, you're the heavy ship, so let's increase the HP of our battleships. And we have a lot of extra ships available here, which we are kind of ignoring. But let's run another battle simulation. Yeah, that's... Okay, our fleets will now be way better. Good. That makes me happy. And Sokra just fell to us. Amazing. So with that said, we are now gonna move. This is east, right? No, south? Southwest. Ah, okay. It's way... How did I think it was east when east is here? Brain, are you there? it's me. Alright, we got a lot of you available. Okay, wait, inspect. We wanted to fire you. And we want to fire you because you are disloyal as hell. In our own fleet, the loyalty of our officers is you are terrible, so let's fire you as well. Okay, and we'll deal with number 3 fleet later on. Okay, instead of northwest, you're gonna go to southwest. And you are going to fight for this entire area for me. Oh yes, we immediately went to fight. So Estabios, Sphinx, Tarai are under attack. I don't think there's anything that we want to do here. The thing is though that we have a communication tower over here, and then this is getting a little bit worse as we go. So let's put a communication starbase communication tower over here, and I think, but I can't be sure. Did we? Yes, you got the starbase, fortress world, and communication tower here. We would probably do this well if we did the same thing for everyone else. So let's do it also here, just to make sure we are properly defended in case of an invasion from the new enemy. Alright, all these worlds are now under attack. We are expanding, which is exactly what we want to do. Ministries, my friends. 90, 30. Alright, let's actually check the fleets if we helped each other. So you are now, I mean, you are more competent. I'm not saying that you're not. So are you. Alright, so that actually worked out fine, sort of. Loyalty, competence, alright. Well, now I guess so. Yeah, rebels with the drop in disloyal officers are losing even more space than before. So that makes me happy. We can continue with an all-out offensive. 5 planets now being attacked by our forces. Push the slugs away. Alright, 11 achievements. Getting closer to 200 planets. Also getting closer to the population. At some point though, food is gonna start being a major issue, so we need to invest more into food processors. And I should probably look into technologies that can help us with food processing if we can see anywhere. Yep, this is actually completely fine. Same here, we'll need 70k. Alright, that's not that hard. Let's organize a lavish banquet. Planet's moon. How are we doing on the projects? Are we still working on them? Yes, Chamber of Advisors and Law Enforcement Agency. Alright, that's actually pretty good. Okay, so we have one planet, Denotia. But we want more of them. Sphinx, Estabios. Yes, the Kultia cluster is almost ours completely. So let's just target more planets here. I think we're fine here. How's the communication? Not great. You guys have the communication tower here, don't you? So let's build one in Entur to improve, and we can't build anything here because they're not colonized. So we're gonna see, but putting up a star base here somewhere would probably be a good idea. We'll see. We need to advance further. Alright. full-on attack continuing. Stocks are starting to kick back a little bit, but again, with the amount of fleets and everything we have in reserve, they don't have any kind of choice. We got nearly 13,000 squadrons in reserve at this point. Alright, we'll need to... No, actually no, these are Talmach. Man, even the logo is similar. I wish that wasn't the case. Okay, fighting and gained more territory. So the new squadron is coming now into effect, which is great. Audience. Let's see the supplicants. Not that many. Alright. Alright, things are looking good. So, FED directorship meeting. Let's not... Let's revoke some shares, actually. Archaeology, common artifact. Study it far away. Governance control procedures. Yes, let's make sure that they are less corrupted. Another treaty with the VIX Collective. Construction treaty. Okay. I'm happy that we actually got rid of that war. That is a good thing. Let's grant this one. I know that I wanted to save the money for the food processors, but we're gonna do that next. Same here. And banquet. So let's salute everyone. Indeed. I'm doing it mostly for the free boost to relations. If there's someone, yes, like you, we can improve relations. Indeed. There's that one minor house that's actually fairly low on relations. Let's boost you for one. Yes, you are the ones. So let's dedicate some time to Spy Master. Yes, let's get some secrets up. Alright, that was actually pretty good. That's one. And the Cotia Costa is now almost completely ours, so let's just push on these two and we'll be done. Pretty rapid advancement, really, if we think about it. Like, you know, compared to how long it took us to get the Sokra cluster, this area was taken almost immediately. So you guys are all civilized nations, so we're gonna push more against the slugs now just to get a bit more of a breathing room here. How's the setup actually? We got 121 planets, Shah got 32, Vix 110, Cow 9. Really the only big contenders against us are the Vix Collective, the rest is toothless. So they might be... Yeah, look at that, they grew like crazy. They're probably fighting with the Hive as well. So that's where they got their power, but economy-wise, they are much weaker than we are. They got 756 food, 889 resources. Well, we got 3,643 and... Wait, is it raw or minerals? I'm not entirely sure, is it? No, it's food and minerals. Okay, so that would be 6,000. Yeah, look at that. We get so much more. But that can change because they expand, you know. So we don't want to see that happening against... or having the tide turn against us. So rebels continue bleeding out population, or not population, but rebellion preparation. They are on the defensive. So okay, I think it's time to actually launch a bit more of an offensive here everywhere. I'm just gonna mark various planets around us wherever I feel like we might be justified in attacking. Not you though. I don't want to touch you. Oh, that's not the slugs. And Dorius. Alright, so Mars at 6 systems. We want a planet, a core, and we're going to be attacking Cheat and Emerald. Yep. Again, the size of our empire is starting to really balloon. 122 planets. I think the administration and corruption are going to start increasing exponentially with that as well. But so far we've been able to keep it in check. For the most part, anyway. Alright. What is research? We finished robots and android manufacturing. That is something that is actually going to help us quite a lot. Legislation, we can pass another law. And we need to... We can't. We don't have anyone supporting our reforms. Electronic technologies, communication. Let's go with peacekeeping. Wait, I can't. Oh, so we just finished the reform. All right, that's what that was. All right. So then that means, if I'm not mistaken, at this point we should be able to get more core worlds. Where was one of them? I saw was over here. Yes. But I guess we won't be able to reach it. Yeah, because we can get just 1, 2, 3. And there's no way to get there in 3 jumps. So, Itur. Itur is already a core world. Okay, is there another one in range that will actually be so good that we would want to make it? You might be a good one. Actually, you really are a good one. Nalam is a jungle world. Yes, no, you're toxic, literally. Jericho. Chitai. Mustech. You, Saonia. Yes, definitely Saonia. Okay, so make a core and make you a core. Because Saonia is a really good one. And while we're here, any other... You provide a lot of minerals. Das. Yeah, let's make Jericho a core, and I think that's all. Yep. Alright, so we expanded the core worlds, and I would like to see... Yep, that gives them immediately the ability to grow significantly, considering the yield from this area. And from Jericho as well, that is a good choice that we've made there. Alright, let's invest into food processors. Even further, more food for the masses. And... I think that's pretty much it. Yeah, we had a little bit of resistance. Okay, one last turn. Legislation, we know that we want to do the Peacekeeping Act, so let's get that one. And that ought to do it. Alright, so another expansion of our beautiful empire. We are keeping ahead of the VIX Collective, but yeah, now that I think about it, the war might be inevitable eventually, because if they keep expanding like this, we might have an issue down the line. It might be better to, not to destroy them, but push them back a little bit. But I'm not gonna initiate that, but if they come at us again, we will not shy away from that challenge. In the meantime, we're just gonna push into the territory of the slugs, making sure that we are doing a little bit better We're going to boost our economy, continue improving our military, the amount of our planets, the population. We're almost at 200 billion, which is great. So yeah, thank you very much. See you in the next one.